My name is James Crabtree. I'm the editor of Prospect magazine. Although I'm not the editor, sorry, I'm an editor. I don't want to get above my station. And I was asked here to chair this evening, I think because I'm an American political nerd, and somehow Alan, who organised this event, found this out and sort of honed in on me. We were invited to have 3 speakers, but we've lost John Campner along the way, although rumour has it that he might be turning up later. He has a family illness, so he's sort of been unavoidably detained. Let me just say a word about the pitch for this event, because it's been rather interesting, I think, anyway, that when Alan first sent out the invitation that most of you got first time round, you could hardly have imagined a gloomier event. Now, I wish I'd brought it with me, but the gist of it was the wheels have entirely fallen off Obama. They've just lost the Massachusetts Senate race. The entire thing is going down in flames. The Tea Parties are rampant. What on earth has gone wrong, and is there any hope for the progressive side in America? And without wanting to labour the point that a week is quite a long time in politics, then this framing for our event now looks slightly overly pessimistic. Given the events of the last week, actually, there's probably quite a strong case for saying the contrary, that what initially looked like a Rahm Emanuel-led centrist, terribly pusillanimous attempt to focus on the Congress to get healthcare through, which got railroaded by a vibrant right-wing opposition, actually now looks rather sensible, given that they have passed the most significant piece of American progressive reform probably since the 1960s. I'll sort of let you put it in its particular historical place, possibly since before the Second World War. And Obama's strategy, which was quite DC based, certainly Washington insidery, and focused on the legislature, begins to look wiser than it did when we invited you all to be here. So anyway, so our 2 speakers, and I'll weigh in on this a little bit as well, since we're 1 speaker down. We'll talk for a little bit about where exactly we are, how the expectations of what Obama might have been able to do as the president who was the first Democrat to win over 50% of the vote and do so in such dramatic fashion in a generation, what the expectations were and how realistically they have been met. Is it true, as some critics on the left would say, that he has adopted a sort of conventional centrist strategy that isn't delivering, or is it true, as the administration would claim, that actually it's solving the problems of the American people and doing so now rather successfully? So to tease apart this, what we'll do is our 2 speakers will speak for probably about 10 or 15 minutes each. I mean, how long? 10 minutes each? 10 minutes, okay. And then I'll sort of try and, in a rather faux way, moderate a bit of a discussion between them, and then we can throw it open to the floor. We aim to finish at 7:45. I should say that the sort of the reason why we're here and the reason why we've got this large banner is to sort of celebrate Dissent magazine, of which Michael is the editor. This event this evening has been put on by actually quite a bewildering range of progressive institutions, including, I think, Renewal, Progress, and Compass. But mostly, I think it's about the fact that Michael is in London and has sort of come to talk about Dissent. All I'll say is that Dissent is a cracking magazine, and you should all read it. It's weighty in the right way. Sort of weighty without being dull, which is a kind of compliment that you can't pay to too many magazines or too many of its competitors. It sort of fizzes with ideas, and is a really powerful voice that shows that there's still energy on the left, sort of intellectual energy. And anyway, so I've got my copy here, and you should all buy one. And I think there's a special subscription offer, which you can all get, and there's copies of it outside.